Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a weekly program from November the 12th to November the 18th. And this is for you coming from Taurus. Let's start with November the 12th, which is a Sunday. Now, the morning and afternoon and early evening period, there are planets there which make you dominating and stubborn. So don't allow that to happen. Otherwise, you're going to add pressure on yourself because others may not agree with you and you will not agree with others. It's you who could make most of the problems. If the problems are coming from others, back off. Don't want to be stubborn like them. Try to be negotiable and you will have a much better afternoon and early evening period. Even when you are driving, don't want to be stubborn. Now, it's a Sunday, so you want to keep the Sunday happy with the people you love or the people you work with or the people you do business with, playing golf with them. So remember, don't want to dominate as well. Evening and nightfall period becomes excellent for you. There are two very good planets there in the evening and nightfall period. Now, these two good planets are also there in the morning-afternoon period, but their activity is not stable. So they give you little hints of good news, little hints of help, but they can't stay long enough to help you. It's that stubborn planet who's taking more control. So perhaps you may find the solutions in the evening and nightfall period where you couldn't find in the earlier part of the day. Look forward to your evening and nightfall period. You are going to meet very important people for whichever area of your life you want to please yourself with. Go socializing, go out with the people you love, go out with the people you do business with or with the people you work with. It's going to end very beautifully with some gain and reward for you. November the 13th, which is a Monday, starts very badly for you. Two very fast planets, and their plan is to make you say the wrong thing, to make you do the wrong thing, to make you behave rebelliously and without consideration for others, to show your temper as well when others don't agree with you. It's a working day. So at your place of work, don't behave this way. It's a day of business, and if you are in business, the last thing you want to do is to antagonize the people you are dealing with in business. Don't spoil it. You can control it. Always remind yourself that you control your horoscope, not your horoscope controls you. But the horoscope is a plan. And so that's the plan to bring problems for you during the morning, afternoon and early evening period. And having heard it from me, you're going to be different. You're going to be kind. You're going to be pleasing. You're going to be supportive. You're going to be appreciative. Now you'll knock this planet off, this couple of planets off. They'll be very confused and they'll just leave you alone. And that's how you better your morning and afternoon and early evening period of November the 13th. I like your evening and nightfall period very much. You've got two planets there who want to talk to you about holidays and about travel, and you might meet people of another race or people from another country, or they may be just plain strangers, and you will meet important people who can help you in the evening and nightfall period. So look forward to the evening and nightfall period. These couple of good planets are also there in the morning, afternoon, but they can't do much. They are forced to move around. So they help you and they move around because they are forced to move away. And so little bits of help come. But all the problems that you may have in the earlier part of the day, solutions will be found in the evening and nightfall period. So be patient. November the 14th, very fast business planets are there. So they make your mind very business-like and they make you a person who wants to do quickly. They make you impatient. They make you hasty. Now that's a recipe for making mistakes. So you don't want that to happen. Go slow. Never mind what these planets want. Tell yourself and keep repeating to yourself, go slow. Think before you say anything. Think before you do anything. And you will have the benefit of some of these planets, but even better, you will be able to make use of them because you are just approaching things nicely and slowly. Now, these fast planets can bring stress and anxiety. Could be you have deadlines to meet. Could be you have too much to do. And so this stress will increase. Now, you need to get a pen and paper and write down what you have to do for the morning, afternoon and evening period. And when you write down 8, 9 things, well, that's the reason why you have stress. But you may recognize what you have written down as perhaps only one thing is important for you to do. So focus on that. And when you focus on that, all the stress disappears and you can concentrate and turn your morning, afternoon into a pretty good one. Evening, nightfall periods, I don't like, because there is one planet there who is also floating around in the daytime and afternoon period. Very slow planet. He slows down activity. He is famous for having your plans cancelled, having your plans postponed. So could it be that you are going to be very disappointed like this in the evening and nightfall session, or even partly in the daytime? So double check all your plans. That's how you counter this planet. This planet can bring about bad news of your past, bad mistakes of your past, bad people that you don't like or from your past to contact you or come your way. Perhaps when you're socializing in the evening, nightfall period, all this can happen. So if you don't really need to socialize, I'd rather you just peacefully go home and be with your surroundings that you know well and the people you know well. But even when you're at home, don't bring out anything of the past which is negative. Otherwise, others will not be happy. November the 15th, for you coming from Taurus, is a very brilliant day in the morning, afternoon and early evening period. You're going to get a lot of help from 2 planets to find success in your job area, to find success in your business area. Looking for a romance, you'll also be able to chase a good romance and get good news. There's one planet who wants to be a spoiler. And this planet is whizzing around in the morning, afternoon, early evening period. This is the planet of anger. This is the planet of aggression and violence. This is the planet of accidents. Now, accidents are not only what you see on the road. They can, while you're running up and down stairs, while you're bathing fast, while at your place of work, it could be verbal accidents. And if you're dealing with your loved ones, it could be emotional accidents. So take the soft approach for the morning, afternoon and early evening period, which means use words which are soft, use a tone of voice which is soft, use body action that is loving and soft. And you'll be able to tame this one planet, and your morning and afternoon, early evening periods will become excellent. Now this negative planet becomes, excuse me, this negative planet becomes very strong in the morning, in the evening and nightfall period. And so he wants to take over. And so he makes you aggressive, and he makes you show your temper, and he makes you want to be violent. And so violence will come to you in the form of accidents if you're not very careful. An accident could be getting into a fight or getting into a bad argument and losing a friend or driving very badly. So all that is possible more in the evening and nightfall period. But be careful also in the earlier part of the day, take the soft approach. November the 16th, I like your morning, afternoon very much. This is a very good planet, just one will do. A very good planet who comes to help you at your place of work, help you in business, help to restore the love story if you are married, and a love story if you have a love affair, and try to also, if you are chasing for a romance, try to be active with your communication in the morning and afternoon period. You are going to do well in whatever you try to do, whether in business, in career, or in personal affairs in the morning, afternoon period. Now, as the evening and nightfall moves in, the planet of ego moves in. He's not totally against you, but he does tend to make you have a low tolerance for others. So don't want to do that throughout the day, but more so don't want to do that in the evening and nightfall period. You may be provoked to be like that. So try to move away with people who provoke you. And try to stay humble. Humble in the sense, be approachable, be negotiable. And you'll be able to meet some very important people throughout the day, but more so in the evening and nightfall period. So dress well, look good, be on your best behavior. If you're in business, good business contacts. If you're hunting for help in the job area, you'll also meet some very good contacts. Let's move to November the 17th for you coming from Taurus, and that's not a very good start in the morning, afternoon and early evening period. These are very slow planets. Whatever you expect to happen won't. Even before you leave home, you are misunderstood. While driving, you are going to be stuck in a jam or a queue, or something goes wrong. You can be late off work. It's that kind of a horrible morning and afternoon period. And when you go to work, you will see that bad news is waiting because of past problems and past mistakes you may have made or that others have made. If you are in business, you will see that blame comes to you because things are going very wrong. Morning, afternoon, early evening period, be very cautious. You need to focus on what you really have to keep afloat, otherwise it's going to sink. So focus on what's important, get things right. Don't let your mind stray. Bad news can come from any area of your life. Evening and nightfall period is extremely good. It's such a contrasting day. Evening, nightfall period, you get very happy, you meet very nice people, and you are on top of the world, enjoying yourself. Now, one of these good planets of your evening and nightfall period is also there in the earlier part of the day. So it's very possible to find some solutions as well in the earlier part of the day. But I like your evening nightfall session. Go out and enjoy yourself. Go out with the people you work with. Go out with the people you do business with, the people that you love with. If you're chasing for a romance, you get some very good luck in the evening and nightfall period. November the 18th, which is a Sunday. Now, it's a very bad morning-afternoon period, and I mean bad. So, why? It's a planet of aggression. It's a planet of violence. Makes your tongue say all the nasty things. Makes your action be very provocative. And that's a perfect recipe of keeping or making enemies. And you don't want to be doing that with the people you love, because it's a Saturday, it's an enjoyable day. If you are working on this Saturday, be careful at your place of work. You can create a lot of tension, and that tension will rebound in you because you are meant to be the victim. And so don't look for trouble during the November 18th Saturday morning, afternoon and early evening period. Otherwise, trouble will be very happy to meet you in all areas of your life. So take the soft approach, be a nice person, and you will see that you can tame down these planets, because they will not know what to do with you and they will slowly subside. If you be aggressive, you are feeding them energy basically. Evening nightfall period doesn't get much better. Now the planets of domination, the planets of stubbornness all move in. So there is the planets of violence and aggression, and there's the planet of domination. You don't want to be actually exposing yourself too much to people, unless you can make a turn around and say, I'm going to be supportive and appreciable. I'm not going to definitely show any sign of a temperament which makes other people feel that anger is rising from me. If you can do all that, by all means go and socialize. But if you can't, if you feel you can't, go back to the safety of your own home. Now, I'm already Skyping. Well, that was for Saturday, the November 18th. I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And that 90-minute will be for your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. And so, I will need your date of birth, I will need your time of birth, I will look at your palms while we Skype. In fact, I will ask you earlier to send me photos of your palm by email. They will be much sharper and much clearer. I will face read you. I will use Kabbalistic Tarot in the 90 minutes. I want to get your next 5 or 6 years as well positioned as best. Always remember that you control your horoscope. Even in the worst of times, it's all up to you. But you need to know that that's why you listen to people like me. You listen to other astrologers, or you listen to me. And so, leave me a message on Skype. Leave me a message on Facebook. Or send me an email, and let's get down to making the contact so that I can be given a chance to get your next 5 or 6 years as best as possible. Until then, thank you and good luck.